Center for Belonging Folk School opened in May 2021. Its home hearth in a newly built gazebo in the rich woodland of the Iowa Driftless. The school emerged from old-timers and newcomers' practices of community connection and learning, and from our longing to build and strengthen bridges across divides among people and with creatures, land, and water. We were inspired by the movements of folk schools, of liberation theology, of parks and recreation programs, of community centers, summer camps, Ethiopian forest churches, and finally, in 2021, by the need for more outdoor gathering spaces necessitated by COVID.
We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change, alive from deep within.
When I gather with others and we are able to share our stories, that I feel enriched and connected, and new ideas form, and playing in that space grows and grows into who we become, and that brings me so much joy and so much hope.
There are plenty of people to learn from, so all you have to do is ask, which we've been doing a lot of here at the Center for Belonging, learning about other folk schools. But that ultimately, it goes back to that anti-perfection. We are non-experts here, so you don't have to know where you're going. You just have to have the desire to try something new.
Before books, imagine that. Before books, stories were told to weave the fabric of our lives.
And we also do that by sort of, listening, the deep listening to what the greatest needs are and what people are asking for and needing, and being able to be adaptable and bring just that thing that's needed in that moment by a group of people.
And we rise, humbly hearted we rise. We won't be divided, we rise.
The Center for Belonging nurtures grassroots community connection in spacious time through play, art, ritual, celebration, food, and learning together in nature. We are non-experts working together to offer a humble and local response to modern times, creating enduring ways that connect us to spirit, land, and each other.
Our mission statement also talks about belonging within community, but also belonging to spirit and belonging to the earth. And those things are really important to me as well. And I like that the Center for Belonging specifically names those things as components that are important pieces of belonging.
It wasn't all that long ago that stories were vital, essential, important. And so this is a story I've told many times over the years. There are people here that know this story, so they get to hold their knowing and yet show up with a beginner's mind, as if experiencing the story for the first time.
Well, I really like just thinking about the word belonging. And I remember I used to think about this word belonging kind of a lot, because there were a lot of spaces that I felt I didn't belong in. And I remember one day thinking, belonging, it's like where you long to be. It's like this, it's somewhere where you long to just be yourself. It's really exciting to think about 20 years from now how things might be different because of what might pass through this space. Yeah.
Within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive in this great time. shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall